For a long time, BCAA supplementation was the standard with amino acids, but in 2016, 2017, a few brave companies started to go straight towards a full spectrum, all 9 essential amino acid product, and Primeval was one of those. With EAA Max, they were one of the first companies to do a full all 9. So they actually just rebranded from, this is EAA Sleep, but you can see the differences between a more traditional, normal text to a more aggressive text, and like all these different cuts and awesome edgy look. But in any case, I haven't gotten a chance to talk about EAA Max before, and I figure I'd take this chance to sit down, talk about the formula and what it does. As one of the first guys, I think they were early 2017, to go to a full essential amino acid profile. Over on our Q&A on Instagram, we get a lot of questions about different amino acids, and I don't often get to really break down all 9. Sometimes I do and sit down, but I wanted this to really serve as a video where we really go in depth and talk about each ingredient, because Primeval does go with every single essential amino acid in this product. They even provided some stuff at the end, a little bit of carbohydrates and ribose for absorption, and a little bit of energy. So let's jump in and talk about what's in EAA Max and what you're going to like about it. In addition to the gold standard 5 grams of BCAAs at a 2-to-1 ratio, they also drop in all the other 6 essential amino acids. And this often leads to a little bit of confusion when I say BCAAs and other essential amino acids, because they're often seen as exclusively different things. So what is an EAA? What is a BCAA? Well, a BCAA is part of the essential amino acid family. Essential amino acids are amino acids that your body can't produce endogenously, so you have to take them in from the environment. That's why a lot of people get these products, essential amino acids, for intra-workout, pre-workout, post-workout, around the day, whatever it is, because the body needs to ingest it from the environment. Now, you can get essential amino acids from meats, proteins, all different types of complete protein sources, and we definitely recommend that as a number 1 first form of getting it in. Obviously, as people who want to optimize, there is more to the story. If you want to be getting more in, optimizing further, you can be drinking this intra-workout, post-workout, whenever it kind of makes it easier for you to get essential amino acids in. Personally, I prefer them intra-workout. I'm not the kind of person that drinks it all day long, but that's probably a story for a different video. So like I said, we start off with 5 grams of BCAAs here, 2-to-1 ratio, the clinically backed dosage. We're really big fans of the 2-to-1 ratio. Obviously, some brands go higher, lower, all over, but we find a lot of clinical data supporting 2-to-1. So what does that mean? Means you get 2.5 grams of leucine, 1.25 grams of isoleucine, and 1.25 grams of valine. And what are these specifically? Well, leucine is the primary stimulator of mTOR within the body. This keeps you in anabolic or a muscle building mode during your training throughout the day. In cases where you normally might be switching into a catabolic mode where your body is breaking down protein for energy, we're making sure that you are building. BCAA consumption helps with delayed onset muscle soreness, helps with dealing with that soreness, helps with recovery, and has a lot of different benefits in that post-workout window, not just that 30-minute anabolic window, but in the time that you are recovering from training. But now comes the part where Primeval kicks like 70% of the industry that's still on BCAAs to the curb. These other 6 amino acids. Now, there's a lot of data on both sides of this argument for just BCAA consumption or for full on essential amino acid consumption. And we can make the argument for both. Honestly, there's a really compelling argument for both. We've done it. But for the instance of this video, we're going to talk about the benefits of essential amino acids because there are a lot. One of the analogies that I often would use was that if you're just ingesting BCAAs, that's like sending workers to a construction site to clock in, right? You can go clock in, turn on the construction, but if you don't have the brick and mortar with you, it's going to be really hard to create that muscle tissue. The other 6 amino acids are that brick and mortar. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine turn on the work, but you need everything else to actually build muscle. Now, before we jump into this, it is important to know that you can be getting essential amino acids from your diet. It's entirely possible that you use BCAAs to turn on mTOR and you still have a pool of essential amino acids from eating your rice, from eating your steak, chicken, fish, whatever it is that you're getting your protein from. However, like we've said a few times, just like in this video already, that's not always optimal. And it can help out hard trainers to optimize and be adding more to that pool. And that's where a product like EAAs come in, because yes, we want to make sure that you're still consuming your daily protein in 5 to 6 meals from good sources like steak and eggs. but there's always room for more improvement, and that's why we drink this intra-workout. So the other 6 ingredients are going to be, first off, lysine hydrochloride at 300 milligrams. Now, this is a really important ingredient for the production of carnitine within the body. Carnitine is super important for recovery. It also helps out with muscle protein synthesis, calcium absorption, and overall recovery, like we mentioned, that carnitine can lead to. We also get 225 milligrams of threonine. Now, this is an amino acid that's actually really helpful for protein synthesis. Specifically, glycine and serine are made from this. These two are helpful for stimulating muscle protein synthesis downstream, so again, leading to more processes of recovery and building back the muscle that you broke down during your workout. Phenylalanine at 200 milligrams. Now, this is a precursor to tyrosine, which is going to have a lot of neurotransmitter downstream benefits. If you need help with focus, if you need help with any of these feel-good neurotransmitters, this is going to be important for you. Tyrosine is converted into norepinephrine, dopamine, and straight up epinephrine, adrenaline. These neurotransmitters modulate mood, energy, focus, stuff like that, and it's really important that you're having these in the right places so that you can train right, you can recover right, you can go to work, study, whatever it is that you're doing. 50 milligrams of tryptophan is also in here. Now, this is often blamed for the sleepiness you get after Thanksgiving dinner because of the amount of tryptophan in turkey, but I think that's a little bit more about the calories you're getting from that. This ingredient actually can increase pain tolerance, which is obviously very helpful for training, but it also boosts overall mood, just like the tyrosine. Now, second to last here, we have one that is actually pretty relevant to also pre-workout consumption, histidine. If you're a big user of beta-alanine, you might recognize that in the production of carnosine, beta-alanine is most often the rate limiting factor here, and it's really what is helpful for the production of carnosine. But carnosine cannot be produced if you don't have enough histidine. That does come from eating enough protein, enough meats, but it always can help to have more of it here for the equation. Lastly here, methionine at 20 milligrams. Now, methionine is an antioxidant and it doesn't taste all that great. And so often we see brands completely skip it. And that's why I put a lot of emphasis in talking about all 9 in this product, because they didn't skip any of these amino acids for flavor, for effect, or for any other reason that a brand might choose to try to save some money. As an antioxidant, methionine helps prevent the spread of free radicals within the body. During intense periods of training, this can be a factor that you might want to worry about, and so it's really helpful that it's in this product for your intra-workout consumption. It also leads to taurine and cysteine in the body, and you guys all know about my love of taurine for performance, for hydration, for focus, and overall athletic performance. And just like that, you get 6 additional essential amino acids to your normal BCAA consumption that are going to help with all sorts of things, from muscle protein synthesis to focus to even mood. Now, after that, we get a muscular energy and nutrient delivery blend. And this is 2 of my favorite ingredients in here, cholesterol and ribose. Now, cholesterol is a patented form of highly branched cyclic dextrin, a really awesome carbohydrate that I love to use pre and intra, but in a lot of higher doses of this for like a real carbohydrate supplement. In this case, it's going to be doing some very targeted benefits, not a lot of carbohydrate worry here. If you're afraid of carbs, please don't worry about this. This is just really going to help more than it's going to hurt in any way possible. There's not really a significant amount of calories here to worry about. Now, HBCD is created from the breakdown of amylopectin. It has low osmolality, but high molecular weight, which means it basically passes through the stomach very quickly. So if you've ever used a carbohydrate supplement and you felt heavy or bloated or just dense in your stomach, this is going to prevent that problem. But one of the nice effects that you get alongside that is tons of nutrient delivery because of that. All of the other ingredients that are going to be in the stomach with that HBCD are going to empty out quickly and be absorbed more quickly. So anytime you use HBCD with ingredients, it's going to help deliver it much faster. So 2 grams isn't here too much for like filling out your glycogen stores like you might be using it for normally. It's really more for a nutrient delivery help. And you'll especially see that benefit for the D-ribose next. Now we got D-ribose here at 500 milligrams. And D-ribose is a sugar generated in the body from glucose. Now it's a supplemental form of sugar here, but when ingested, it combines with adenine to form ATP, which is the primary component of cellular energy in the body. Obviously very important. But honestly, we don't see it enough in intra-workout supplements where this is actually really important. We're really excited to see it in EA Max here for this reason. You don't see it very often. And so during intense exercise, often ATP can be rapidly depleted because of that heavy training, because of that heavy focus, because of the intensity of the training session. Ribose is going to help prevent that or help rapidly replenish that store so that you can get back after it. And so ironically here, it's a rather simple ingredient that has been known for a while that ends up being the real innovation of this product. Ribose is an awesome ingredient that isn't used way near enough, especially for how much we know about it. One of the problems that comes with ribose, though, is that when you go with too high of a dosage, you can lead into to GI distress or hypoglycemia in some cases. And that's why we like how they paired it with cluster reduction to help deliver it more efficiently without having to use too much and running into issues. Really is a smart blend here. And so overall, you end up with an amino acid supplement that goes further than most BCA supplements too, by giving all 9 here, which I understand there are a bunch now. It's not rare in the industry to get all 9, and we're actually really excited about that because in 2017 when this product was launched, that was not the case, and things definitely have grown since. But with this cluster reduction, with the D-ribose, you get a nice little extra kick for your training that isn't stimulants, it isn't anything dangerous, it isn't anything that really breaks the bank, but it really makes an actual difference in your training. We've been using EA Max for a long time now. They've got awesome flavors. In the new EA Max, I was able to get strawberry, mango, and smashberry, which I'll do some videos on talking about the flavors soon. But I want to get in here and talk about the formula because honestly, I haven't gotten to talk about this formula, and it is an exciting one. It's one that I grew up with. I grew up with Primeval Labs when they had tons of influencers, Jerry Ward, all these different big Casey Mitchell and people that as a young person in the fitness industry was so inspired by, and now they've really taken off on their own, finding out really who they are, tuning in their brand, their distribution, and becoming a really, really cool, different company than they used to be. So we're super proud of these guys. Honestly, we've been friends with these guys for a long time, never really worked with them, but always supported them, always loved the products, and we couldn't be happier for them with this rebrand now. So anyway, wanted to hop on here, talk about the formula, update the video a little bit since I haven't gotten to do this, and I think the last person to do this was Mike back in 2017. So hope this video was helpful, informative, and educational. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I always love talking about amino acids, Primeval, their products, our love for them, or any of the such. I do have to say, I got these products for free. We do have a business affiliate relationship, so that is out there. As always, guys, I appreciate you making this far in the video, and have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.